Good morning, children. Let me take a lesson for 8th standard in science, it is movements in animals. From the earlier classes we would have studied plants cannot move, animals can move. Okay, the living things, biology, study of living things is known as what? Biology. Bio means living. So what are the categories come under bio? That is plants and animals. Plants cannot move. The earlier classes, maybe in the 3rd standard, 2nd standard, what are the differences between plants and animals? What you used to say, plants cannot move, animals can move. That is up to that age. Now we are grown up children, you are grown up, so you must find out how the animals can move. The movement and what's the difference between the movement and locomotion. The organs which supports the movement is known as locomotory organ. Movement is quite different from locomotion. Movement is straining our body and making ourselves to move from one place to just moving our position by using our structure and organs which is presented mainly for the movement. But locomotion is not like that. We are changing up our place entirely. In this lesson we have to study about locomotion, movement and locomotion of movement of some animals. That is, we have studied in the earlier classes. The animals can be divided into invertebrate and vertebrate. We have to see what are the animals. That is, the animals which have no backbone is invertebrate. Animals which have backbone is vertebrate. In this lesson we have to see the movement of the animals. What are the animals particularly? Earthworm, this is invertebrate. Cockroach, this come under vertebrate. Birds, this is also vertebrate. Snake, it comes under invertebrate. Fish, it is vertebrate. And human. So in this category, these animals only we have to see what are the locomotory organ for that, how does these organ help them to move, and what are the thing belong to invertebrate, that is earthworm, invertebrate, snake, invertebrate, except these two, all the other vertebrate. Totally we have to see 6 animals in this lesson. So before that we will go to the differences between animals and locomotion and movement. Movement, So for example, you see cow. How does it move from one place to another place? By using its leg. And snake, the entire body, it makes the entire body, it fixes the body firmly into the surface where it moves and it moving, entire body. The same like earthworm also. Fishes, it uses gills, that is fins to move. Human beings, we are using our legs to walk. Then birds, they are using their wings to move from one place to another place, like that. So we move locomotory organ, that is locomotor organ is entirely different from one organism to other organism. Based on the locomotory organ and other structures only we have classified into classification of animal, that is invertebrate, under invertebrate 8 category, under vertebrate 5 category. This and all you would have studied in 8th itself, and they show the specimens also from the lab for each and everyone. So, sorry, 8th, you are now only 8th, no? So when we have a chance, the hope if they open the school, we'll see. Okay? Now what are the differences between locomotion and movement? Locomotion, it's in page number 219. Locomotion is the movement of an organism from one place to another. Entirely it moves. Then here movement is the act of changing the place or position of the body or more parts of the body. Changing our position, movement. Okay. Locomotion is voluntary. It's in our control. Then movement, it can be either voluntary or involuntary. So voluntary means it's in our control, involuntary without our control. Respiration is involuntary motion or involuntary movement only. Locomotion takes place at the higher organism, at the organism level. Here it takes place at the biological level. Locomotion does not necessarily require energy. Movement requires energy. So first question, what are the differences between locomotion and movement? We have seen the answer. Question and answers I will mark afterwards after completing a lesson. So movement is one of the significant features of living beings. What is it? Movement, it's one of the significance means what? Important features of living beings. So first we'll see earthworm. Earthworm, you know, it is segmented, earthworm is segmented insect. That is, body is segmented means what? The lines, by using the entire body, and there is a small organs are there, CT. By using CT, they can move from one place to another place. It has muscles which help them to extend and shorten the body. So by using the muscles, it can extend and shorten. How we can relax and contrast. If you want, we can make our body like this, or else we can relax our body like that. Using his muscles to move. And apart from that, there is the bristles. The bristles is known as what? Setae. This is the bristles, extra growth from the body. By using the bristles, by fixing the bristle into the surface, it moves from one place to another place. Earthworm. See, the movement is given there. It goes front, first it goes front and releases the back. Then again front release, like that it moves. Next one we have to say cockroach. Cockroach is very quite common. We have seen in our houses. It has feathers, wings. Okay, sorry, not feathers, wings. By using the wings, it can fly. It has the legs also, 3 pair of wings and 3 pair of legs. By using the wings and legs, they can fly. 3 pair of legs, cockroach. It has 3 pair of legs, 2 pair of wings. By using the wings, cockroach can fly. By using the legs, they can walk. How many pairs they? 3 pairs. And birds, you know very well, that is, the body structure is very strong. It is made up of chitin, cockroach body structure. And birds, you know, they have a special kind of body. They have the streamlined body. Birds, we'll see detail what it has. Streamlined body. It has wings to fly. The same like it has legs to walk. We have 4 limbs and hind limbs. Here, birds, 4 limbs. The front, we are saying hands, no. The hands are modified into wings for that. And the back, what is there? Hind limbs are there. So, all the organisms, we have 4 limbs and hind limbs. In the birds, the 4 limbs are modified into wings. By using the wings and legs, they can move on. According to that, it has a body structure. What kind of special body structure it is? It is a streamlined body. The bones are light and strong. It's very lightest bones. Light and strong. But at the same time, it gives the strength and rigidity to the body. They are hollow and have air spaces in the bones. What is there? Air space. So air space, air is filled in that. Air space means what? Gaps. The lower portion of the limbs are modified into claws, which help them to walk. And the breast bones are modified to hold massive flight muscles. The breastbone, what is the special kind of muscles are they? That is flight muscles. Flight means what? Flying off. Flight muscles. With the help of the flight muscle, they can move their wings up and down. They can go up as well as down. Birds have special flight muscles and the 4 limbs are modified into wings. So what are the 2 extra characteristics there? That is flight muscles. And then the 4 legs, 4 wings are there. 4 legs are there, no, they are modified into wings. Modified means what? Changed into wings. And it has a long tail and feathers that covers the body. Bat shows 2 types of flight, that is gliding and flapping. Gliding and flapping. Gliding, the bird has its wings and its tail spread out. Nalla fulla rakke virichu parandhuchuna adukku enna solveenga? Gliding. Flapping is an active flight. The bird beats the air by flapping its wings, by making. So whenever the enemy attacks it, immediately it uses its flights to flat. This is flapping, okay. Then snake, the same like the body, the entire body, it is a vertebrate. It is vertebrate. Snake is a vertebrate. They are very skinny and slender body muscles. By using the entire body, they can move. The movement of snake is known as slithering movement. Snake, it is what I said, slithering. The entire body it uses. Okay. And fish, you know, how many pair of wings are there? 2 pair of wings. 2 pair. 2 pair of fins, and one is unpaired. Unpaired fin. The body of a fish is streamlined. To reduce the friction while moving in the water, streamlined body. What was the fish as the streamlined body? To reduce the friction, it used the caudal tail fin in help in a changing direction. That is unpaired fin. I said no, the unpaired fins are known as caudal. Okay, by using caudal. And human, you know, we are using our legs to walk. So we have seen the movement differences. First we have seen movement and differences between movement and locomotion. Locomotion entirely we have changed the place. Energy is not required, but movement is different from that. Then what are the animals we have seen now? How it moves? Earthworm, cockroach, birds, snake, fish and human. Earthworm, the body segment. The body is segmented body. By using the CT bristles, they can move. Cockroach, how many pair of legs I said? 3 pair of legs, 2 pair of wings. By using legs it can walk. By using wings it can fly. The body is covered by chitin. Birds, they have the streamlined body. It has a special flight muscles, and its 4 limbs are modified into wings. The hair bones are very light bones. At the same time it gives the strength. It is there is the hair sacs in the bone. The hair sacs are filled with the air, which makes the bird to fly. Snake, it's slithering movement because the entire body helps in the movement of the snake. Fish, 2 pair of fins are there. 1 pair is unfin. The pair of fins, by using the fins they can move. Unpaired fin is there, that is caudal fin. It can help the fish to change the direction of movement. And human beings, you know, the legs, because we are human beings. So we are moving, not only we are moving our legs to walk, even we got different type of movement. Movements in the human body, we'll see what are the movements in human body. Human movements. What are the parts we can move? We are moving our eyelids by opening and closing. You know what is eyelid? This is eyelid. By opening and closing the eyelid we can. And the movement of heart muscles. Heart muscles, that is, heart is made up of a special kind of muscle, that is cardiac muscle. Heart muscles move and help us in heart beating, that is heart beating only, lap tap sound is there, no, this one. And movement of teeth and jaw. This is jaw, this is teeth. Every part of us moving. Movement of teeth and jaw, which helps for speaking as well as eating, everything. Okay. And movement of arms and legs. There we can use that. Movement of head, we are shaking our head here and there. And movement of neck. So all the parts of human body, they are moving. So the entire body of a human has movements. This is we have seen the type of movements. Animals, we said what was the locomotory organ, what is the moving organ. We have to see next kinds of movements. Human movements we have seen, no. Kinds of movements. And the first one is Amibite movement. Amibite movement, that is, it doesn't have, for example, amoeba, you know, it is a unicellular organism. It doesn't have proper legs. So the body itself working as a leg for the irregular shape it has. So whenever the amoeba wants to move, by using its body, some part of the body, it stretches into legs. How the legs help us to walk the same leg. One of the part enlarges, one of the part of the body enlarges, and it makes the amoeba to move. This kind of move, that is pseudopodia. This kind of movement is known as amibite movement. Here the pseudopodia means what? False leg. By using, there is no legs actually, that is false leg. The part of the body is converted into, at the time of moving it helps us the leg. This kind of movement is what? Amibite movement. Next one is ciliary movement. This movement is a particular, yes, we said no bristles are seen in the earthworm, the same like some extra air growths are there, that is known as what? Cilia. By using the cilia, this is air-like structures. You can see in the paramecium and this is by using that, paramecium is a multicellular organism. By using cilia, that is the hair growth of air. Cilia is nothing else, this is growth of air. By using it, they can move. And muscular movement, this can be by using the muscles. Okay? By using the muscle, by using muscles and joints. What are the joints that is connecting? For example, see ourselves. Here is a joint. This fingers are jointed with the wrist, and the wrist is jointed with ear bone, and this is jointed with the arm. Joint means connection. There and there they are connected. If there is no connection, if there is no joint in our body, not only in our body, in all the organisms body, the body will not be rigid like this. It will be stretched. எப்படி உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஷர்ட்லாம் நம்ம கை இல்லாமல் போட்டால் தொலான்னு இருக்குமோ, like that our body will not be rigid. Okay? So we have seen, first we have seen what's the difference between that and what are the animals, what are the locomotory organs, then what are the kinds of human parts. All the parts are movable, and kinds of movement we have seen amoeboid, ciliary and muscular. Amoeboid I said by using pseudopodia, false leg, ciliary muscles air growth, and muscular movement parts of the body, that is muscles and joints are connected to that by using that. Then further we can divide them into movable joints, fixed or movable joints. We have to see what are the joints. Movable, immovable. Some of the joints can move, some of the joints cannot be moved. Freely movable. Three kinds of joints are there. The point at which two separate bones meet in a place is called was joint. Fixed movement, that is movable joints. We can see the example, that is the skull box. Skull, where head is placed in that. And slightly movable joint we can see rib and breast. Our ribs and breast is in the chest cavity. And freely movable joint, 6 major type of joint. This is very longest type of joint, 6 major type. What are the thing? Ball and socket, hinge, pivot, condyloid, gliding and saddle. 6 type of joints. So that I have to take specially. So we'll see in the other class. Okay children, so far it's clear for you? So first we have seen locomotion and movement differences, and we have seen the organism how they are. What is the locomotory organ for this organism, and what are the parts of the human is movable. What are the 3 kinds of movement? Amoeboid movement, ciliary movement, muscular movement. Whatever the movements may be, whatever the organism may be, they have to follow this kind of movements only. And in our body we have seen joint, that is a connecting place of 2 bones together, that can be classified movable, immovable, freely movable. Movable skull, immovable I said the joint where we have seen in ribbon, breast, and freely movable, 6 type of thing that we'll see in the other class. Okay, thank you children.